Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another top 5, and in today's video this is going to be the 5 best wonder weapons you can get in the mode right now with the D.I.E. So all we're talking about in this video is going to be the D.I.E. wonder weapon. The ray gun is obviously one of the greatest weapons so far in Cold War Zombies, but let's get into it. Let's rank the top 5. Coming out into our number 5 spot, this is going to be the base version of the Shockwave. Now you only get 4 shots with this, but you can charge them up, you can suck them up. It is a little bit slow. There's also a way to get a free D.I.E. You can either get it from an intel, you can also get it through the Easter egg with the remote, and then getting it from the Megaton blaster, and then bring it down to Noctra and Toten. You can also do it like that, but man, the Shockwave is okay. I would say it's good up until about round 30. You really don't want to focus on having this as your main gun, but if you manage to pull it right after about round 10 or so, it can really help you off with the beginning of the rounds. It is an incredible wonder weapon to have to start off with. I wish that they could buff up the little version of it and also the upgraded version as well, because the Shockwave, honestly, it needs to do more damage, because past round 30, man, you only get 4 shots and ain't even 1 shot at that point. Get it out of here, man. I love the Shockwave, but I wish it would be better on that for the first place. You can also get it with the Coffin Dance Easter egg. I have gotten it. I love that Easter egg. It's one of my favorite Easter eggs ever. But coming down into our number 4 spot, this is going to be the Poison upgrade. Now, for what an upgrade is, this really does not do well, because the Poison upgrade, although it has the largest AoE damage of any of the other wonder weapon upgrades, it just does not kill unless you are standing in a solitary spot and all the zombies are grouped up underneath you. I don't really understand why they made it like that. So for a camping strategy, I would highly recommend the Poison wonder weapon, because again, you can get infinite damage with it. You can get a ton of different points with it as well. You can do a ton of damage, but I think the main issue with the Poison is it stops doing damage if you're doing a hoarding strat. It is not good for a hoarding strat. I think it does 1500 damage, and again, the zombies health cap in this game mode is 30,001, so keep that in mind. 1500 compared to 30,001 just doesn't seem to do it. It doesn't seem to cut it, so we'll have to leave it at that. Again, if you're doing a camping glitch strat, this is definitely the one you want to use, but if not, let's get on to the next one. Coming on into our number 3 spot, this is going to be the Ice wonder weapon. Now, the Poison and the Ice are the 2 easiest to get because of the fact that you don't have to do the Easter egg to get them. The Easter egg is required for the Fire and the Lightning upgrades of the D.I.E. wonder weapon, but unfortunately, the Ice and Poison are the worst solely because of the fact that they are the easier 2 to get. So finally, we have balance between how hard they are to get and also the damage capabilities of each of the wonder weapons. And the problem with the Ice, I find, is it has a ton of ammo. It can actually be really good for the final step of the Easter egg if you want to slow down the megatons and all of that, but man, it is just not that great in the higher rounds. It can do good damage, but unfortunately, it is sort of an all-around gun that doesn't really want to go off into the high rounds. The suction on it is quite slow as well. It is definitely better to kill the megatons with than the Poison, because I mean, come on, the Poison, you try and shoot that thing at a megaton blaster, he ain't gonna do nothing to you, okay? The Ice, though, as well, is a little bit better because you actually can slow them down. You can slow down their animations of when they hit you, so it's a very strong wonder weapon for that. But other than that, there are 2 better ones. Let's go down into our number 2 spot. This has got to be the Fire D.I.E. wonder weapon upgrade. Now, the Fire is actually very strong. There's a couple problems with it, though. Again, you have to do the 3 doctor little mini cutscenes to get to this. You have to get the ether scope, and then finally you will get a dark ether portal that allows you to get to the plasma cutter and get the Fire D.I.E. upgrade. But the problem with the Fire D.I.E. is it does not have any penetration when you're trying to kill a lot of zombies. For some reason, you can only shoot up to 4 or 5 in the higher rounds, and I'm not totally sure why they decided to do that. The damage capability of it is incredible, but there is one very special thing, which I don't know if it is a glitch or if Treyarch intended to do this. The Fire D.I.E. wonder weapon has a faster suction rate than all of the other wonder weapons, and I don't understand why. Maybe it's because takes longer to get, but then it doesn't make sense because you also need to do it for the lightning upgrade. You have to do the Easter egg, but for some reason the lightning wonder weapon does not have a faster suction. So I'm not totally sure why they made it like that, but regardless, the fire, if it has a faster suction after, let's say, like the first week, it is going to be the best wonder weapon to use in D.I.E Maschine, other than the ray gun, obviously. But this is the best gun you can keep as a secondary, as a backup. The fire is really good to take out the megatons on low rounds, but in high rounds it does not take out megatons really well. It is mainly used for zombies, but other than that, I really like it. It's not too difficult to get, honestly. You just pick up a fuse, get it to the plasma cutter, and then that's about it. But honestly, there is one better wonder weapon, and that is going to be coming into a #1 spot, the lightning upgrade. Now, the lightning upgrade, in my opinion, is the best solely because of the damage output it does. So it's a little bit of a different way for a wonder weapon to work. When you hold down the trigger, it initially starts doing 1000 damage per line of damage, and then it goes up to 3500, and then it goes up to 7000. And 7000, when you're holding down that trigger, it's going to use a ton of ammo, which is the biggest problem. It has 400 ammo total, but it's going to just sap up that ammo quickly. But let's say if you need to kill a megaton the fastest way possible, it will be with this lightning die. Obviously, I think the ray gun, even after its nerf, will probably kill it a little bit faster, but we're just talking about the D.I.E wonder weapons here. The lightning upgrade, if you get it to 7500 damage per every single line of damage, is insane. It will destroy all the megatons. It'll destroy the blasters. It can even take out hordes very efficiently. The problem is there's no piercing damage, and obviously it takes a long time to suck up the ammo back into the gun, and I think that is the biggest issue with this wonder weapon. If you could suck more ammo back into the gun a lot more efficiently, this wonder weapon would be one of the greatest wonder weapons ever made. But I think solely because of this fact, it kind of becomes this secondary weapon that you're gonna always want to have outside of the ray gun, because the ray gun in this game is by far one of the best wonder weapons, best weapons in the whole entire game. Next to kill streaks, next to C4, this wonder weapon is incredible. But in my opinion, guys, if you're going for a high round game, make sure to get the lightning die. Don't really go for anything else, because honestly, they don't need it. Again, you'll have to unfortunately do part of the Easter egg to get up to it, but that's about it. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out with this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and I'll see you on that next one, baby.